Alright, this decode is going to be on Georgia's national championship win. They won last year too, which was synced up with the Guidestones, and this year their national championship win is synced up with the Guidestones, and Atlanta, their World Series, synced up with their governor, or Georgia's governor, and the Atlanta Braves World Series win, and then this all connects to Skull and Bones as well. Um, yeah. So to start off, the this game, the national championship, their Georgia's national championship win came 187 days after the bombing of the Guidestones, which was on the 187th day of the year, and it was synced up perfectly with Skull and Bones, uh, and the Jesuits had their connection in it too. For more info on all this and to just understand more, click the Guidestones label on my blog or search up other videos of mine or scan through other videos of mine with Guidestones in the title. But anyways, as this is synced up with Skull and Bones, and it was synced up more specifically with George W. Bush, who is a member of Skull and Bones, and another name for this secret society is Brotherhood of Death. And Brotherhood of Death, a phrase equating to 187. And if you don't know, George W. Bush's birthday was on the day that the bombing of the Georgia Guidestones happened. So it's undeniable. Um, so yeah, his birthday on the 187th day of the year as well, obviously. Well, yeah, George W. Bush's he turned 76 on 7/6, and oh my God, the first post I put out, I think the day of or the day after it happened, and there's so much more added information, just the amount of 76s, just the amount of info there, period. It's to putting in all that work on that one post. It might be my biggest post ever. There's so much good info there, you guys. So much good info. Please check that out. You can check out the video. Yeah, it's like I think 21 minutes long. I want to say. I don't know, something like that. But it's that's a good video. But man, the post has so much freaking more, so much more. Um. So yeah, that's why you gotta follow the blog. Gotta follow the blog. But moving on, the Georgia Guidestones were destroyed 3 months and 22 days before Stetson Bennett's birthday. This is the quarterback for Georgia. 322, so important. Um, in the occult, really, period. The what is it? The Tree of Life has three paths and 22 nodes connecting the yeah, no, excuse me. The has three paths and 22 lines connecting the 10 nodes, I believe. Yeah. Um, Notice I'm saying tree of life there, tree of life. And, just showing the backwardsness of this world we live in, this, you could call it satanic, perverted world that we live in. You know, we see where the significance of their number comes from, 322, as Skull and Bones also calls themselves Order 322, and they pay tributes to it all the time. But anyways, you know, the tree of life. It comes from the tree of life. And yet we're talking about the Brotherhood of Death. Skull and Bones. Just super death themed. You know, par for the course though, being in this world. And of course, the Guidestones, the Georgia Guidestones, opened on this date, 322 in 1980. And, the 322nd day of the year is known as Occult Day. The founder of the Illuminati, who was a Jesuit, that's why, it all goes back to the Jesuits, you guys. Nothing new. The Skull and Bones is actually a sect or related, I guess you could say. In some way, they're connected. They're like a branch of the Illuminati. And the founder of the Illuminati died on the 322nd day of the year. Excuse me. Jesus, my voice just like went out. But he died on the 322nd day of the year. And let's not forget that it's Genesis 3:22 that says, "And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat," indicating that they've ate from the tree of knowledge, but they can't have both. Can't have both tree of knowledge and tree of life, which we were just talking about. But then, to continue, the Bulldogs, the Georgia Bulldogs, they won the national championship after the Braves won the World Series in 2021. So I'm talking about Georgia's last championship win, the one before the 2023 one. They won 69 days after the Braves won the World Series. 69 Atlanta equals 69. World Series equals 69. And the Bulldogs' most recent national championship win was won on Brian Kemp's 69th day of his age, the governor of Georgia, who made a post. I made a post a little while ago. Yeah, I think it was a little after the Georgia Guidestones were. Yeah, obviously it was a little after the Guidestones were bombed. About there's more info on how he syncs up with all this in another post. Yeah, I mean, just you see how how many topics connect because it's all one big puzzle, you guys. It's all one big puzzle. Numbers are like the concrete evidence exposing how it all fits together, how it's all synced up. From ranging from politics to sports to news, you name it, secret societies. I mean, you name it's all one big web. So, yeah, and to continue, and Brian Kemp was reelected governor of Georgia 62 days before the national championship, uh, the one of most recently. And Georgia equals 62. The Atlanta Braves won the World Series on Brian Kemp's birthday, which I talked about in post like 6 months ago or whatever. And this was exactly a span of 62 weeks before Georgia's 2023 national championship win. You could also say the Braves won exactly a span of 1 year, 2 months, and 7 days before the 2023 national championship win of Georgia. And Georgia equals 127 as well. And Brian Kemp was reelected exactly a span of 12 months and 7 days after the Braves World Series win. And interestingly, Stetson Bennett's birthday is 7 months and 6 days after the Guidestones were opened in history. And on 7/6 in 2022, the Guidestones were bombed. Bomb equals 76. And Skull and Bones equals 76. To understand how this all fits in even more, like I said, Guidestones label on my blog, read them, and you'll be caught up. So that's all I had to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.